was like, yeah, you women would think that, and da 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 da. And I'm like, no, there's definitely a way to deliver things, and he's not delivering. Yeah, he's not delivering things in the right way. So I need all the men that agree with Kevin Samuels. He don't even like women.
To come out again.
I cannot believe you just showed me that. I cannot believe you just showed me that.
Do you know what my response was?
It's about time, isn't it?
He's finally come out. Because I've been saying it for a minute. I said the same thing as you. He's too arrogant, yeah? And there's ways of... Alright, he was like the complete other end of the spectrum to my man, the one that got caught cheating. Derek Jackson. They were like literally on the opposite ends of the pole, right? But he was going too hard against women. Like, do you know when you're going so hard, you're not actually even trying to impact, not that he's here to empower women, but you're not even here to try and make women better. You know, like you can do it to highlight and say, women, this is where you need to fix up. He wasn't even doing that. He was literally just ripping women apart. And in my head, there was always an agenda behind what he was doing. I don't know why he didn't just jump out with a BLM group and say he was part of the LGBTQ plus community.
No, but I honestly feel like there was always something.
Mama issues.
There was always something, because I feel like a man that loves women doesn't talk about them in a certain way or doesn't belittle them. Mm-hmm. You can always tell.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's
not
what you say, it's how you say it.
And,
and he's got it both. He just goes hard on both.
He was relentless.
Yeah,
that's what it is. He was relentless.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, I know. Like when he first came out, and there was like certain conversations around him. Like again, like I was saying, the response was, "Oh, you're being a typical woman," but no, there was just something that I just didn't take to in the way he was having his conversations.
If you're conscious, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, you can feel it in you, and it's like
even when people
if you're supposed to be my brother, or you're supposed to be whatever it is supposed to be,
and that's imperative.
You're
supposed to be dealing with me like you care.
This is what I'm saying.
You should be saying, like that's like me saying, Rush, yeah, you fucked up. But this is what you should be doing.
Yeah.
He would be basically going, you're a fuck up. Yeah, not even you fucked up. You're a fuck up. And guess what? You're always going to be a fuck up. And there ain't no point because you fucked up.
Yeah, no.
Please, just correct me if I'm wrong. Is he advocating for men being with men based on what you've just seen?
Yeah. Because but this is the bit. Do you remember when we had the episode, where we spoke about...
He said, I don't know, and you just watched it.
It just wasn't.
See, I feel like he's going to come out and say that he's not gay.
I need to see more.
I still feel like he's going to come out and say he's not gay. It's going to be I was just saying moment.
Yeah, but how can you just say that?
Because his excuse was
because
women aren't, what are they doing for us? Women aren't doing anything for us. So
we should...
But do you remember what I said? Rush, do you remember when we spoke about, right, and it was us three speaking about when people date outside of the race. And we said, if you choose to do it, but do not do it off the back of because black women are. Yeah? If you do it, just own it and say that's your preference and go with it. But don't blame us and say it's because not every woman is the same.
That's all I'm saying. We need to start advocating for men who want to be with men. I understand the impulse, brothers, I do. But our women are not showing us. I don't care what they say. What are the women showing?
I just want to start by saying there's nothing wrong with being gay. However, there is something really, really, really wrong with a person who makes a whole career out of bashing women while at the same time wanting to be with a man.
You cannot tell me because women aren't doing this and so when men aren't doing certain things, should all women become lesbians then? Because if we stick with that notion, we're definitely going to die out real soon.
If that narrative keeps getting pushed,
yeah, because there won't be no reproduction because 2 men can't make a baby and 2 women can't make a baby. So
I need to see that video again.
Right, you saw it, innit? You heard it and you saw it.
I didn't know.
She went like this.
No, because
She said, what is, okay, look.
No,
do you not
know,
listen the way he speaks and his mannerisms?
Yeah, no, but
he's very flamboyant, but in a very.
No, but there is men that are a bit, you know, flamboyant.
She's trying not to say fruity, but yeah, go.
No, I was going to say flagrant.
Fluid, yeah.
I was say flagrant, but I was like, it's flagrant.
Not fragrant and not flavor. Flagrant.
Flagrant.
Soft fragrance.
But I was going to say, no, because there is men that are more in their feminine energy and very comfortable with their sexuality, and they love women.
Listen, I know
I'm just, so that's
that
why.
Dress similar to him that will still use their
so
arm, but they're very much into women,
so
but they don't behave like that.
I don't like to judge people necessarily on their mannerisms.
Oh, you can judge him
straight
it's
away
because he does.
No, when I say judge, I don't mean necessarily judge as in bad or good out. It's just
She's in a ruthless bag today.
You have to be with him, you know. Sometimes you got to sharpen.
No, I just mean observations, innit? And I just don't like to come to conclusions straight away.
Yeah, no, of course.
But I'm saying
don't act like the video isn't all that you need. That's it.
I mean, if you need more than that, Rush.
No, because I'm
She needs to see the video of him laying in
yeah,
bed.
because it was split.
I don't think
and
I
I'm
saw
saying
that.
I just need a bit,
Thank God.
a bit more. Was
There is
it?
no God, but whatever.
Was he saying he wants to advocate for men,
Being that one,
or does he
that
want to
like
advocate
men.
for himself?
Right. See, and this is what I'm
This is
saying.
what I'm
This
saying.
is where I think he's going to use it as a loophole. Because what he's going to say is, I was saying we should advocate for men who want to be with men. I didn't say I want to be with a man.
Kevin's been home alone.
But
then, see now, my whole thing is there is a lot of men. Kevin Samuels actually exposed a lot of men for their subconscious thoughts about women.
What?
He exposed, like men have.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell you how they feel, but
Yeah,
subconsciously. So a lot of men agreed with Kevin Samuels' opinions. So I'm saying he exposed a lot of men. Do you know what I mean? So I want to know, how do you feel?
I heard that. Before you. She is slick, and because I know it, I know what that was. But I'll say it for you. It's okay.
No,
but listen.
How?
Do you think that the men that agreed with Kevin could be gay?
No, that's not what I was thinking.
Oh.
My thing is, I'm talking about this. No, I'm talking about the straight men that agreed with Kevin Samuels.
Hey,
did you know it was coming from that place?
Okay, what makes you come to the assumption that someone's a bit
fruity.
that of a way?
It is, as you said, it's the undertone. It's certain little things that they say and do. It's more the way things are done.
So what is it for you?
I can't say it's a specific because I find with each person it's different.
But there are specifics though, aren't there?
Yeah, it could be. See, I've seen certain things in people when they're young, and when even as children.
Yeah.
I've been around people and it's banter when you're little, when you don't really know, and you're just you're gonna be gay when you're older, and it turns out that they're gay when they're older, and you're like, oh shit. But when you were younger, you knew, but you didn't know that you knew. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And as you got older, it's little, sometimes telltale signs. When I've seen guys that you talk about, guys can be nervous to talk to a girl. And it's that fear of rejection thing.
Yeah.
And then you've got another one where it's like, oh yeah, I want to talk to her, but no. And you're like, but it seems like a little bit more than fear of rejection. And you come to realize, hold on, you weren't really into her. You was more like doing it so you weren't isolated or you weren't known. People didn't clock. So, the whole, for them having to pretend. I think after a while, some certain people, it becomes like little telltale signs of, it's not really that you was just too nervous to talk. It was more like you just didn't really want to because you actually weren't interested, but you was playing like you were to fit in. It was more of that, let me do something to fit in rather than fit out. But in you trying to fit in, you stood out to me.